This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Shamrocks of Houston. And we are underway from Houston. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. This is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, it's one thing to complete the first pass of the year, but to complete your first deep ball, oh, that's got to feel great for him right now because he's worked on that the entire offseason as well. But to see it downfield, your guy catching it, you know he feels great.
Uncork the arm a little bit, get the cobwebs dusted off. Now he's ready to roll. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Pierce now up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now, meanwhile, second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 52 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the two teams in L.A. Until recently, we had two out of the Bay Area. Of course, the two New York teams. Now two teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas, and if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. And now off to the races, down the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10, it's Pierce. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from drawing level. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 38 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The problem is, if I'm the defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Stroud looking to change the play.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 back.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Stroud completes this out wide, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. They'll run here with Pierce. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where the low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Going up top. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Stroud now to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Here now, 2nd and 4. Pierce takes it straight ahead and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
3rd and 1, Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Waddle the motion man right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with career touchdown number 70. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. Tackled there by Jordan Battle. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll throw now on the final play. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. out set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run?
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A give left side to Robinson. Nifty move. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down and 4. He'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Stroud. And this will be caught at the 30.
A huge play there for Houston. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Stroud to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go on 2nd and 12.
This one into the hands of Pitts. There he goes again.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
18 Rattlers.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see Week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is, this depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Robinson up the middle. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 102 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
And now an audible here into something else. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Hitting London coming across the field. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And down inside the 15 he goes. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts from 13 yards out. And the Falcons have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
42. Shamrocks 35.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos. Riggs.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go out near midfield at the 39.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's 1st down. Stroud. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jalen Waddle, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Shamrocks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Here we go.
Handoff now to Robinson.
Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run with Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And another negative play there as they stop him again.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments. But kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Well, here's your ball game. 1 second to play. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Gotta be kidding me. You're a moron.
What a lousy call was that? See the replay?
That's not what I saw. Tag!
Keep up with their attack offense.
Yeah, make them jump off.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Here as he's taken down. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Falcons, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Come on.